Politicians have come in throngs. This particular place, yesterday at around 9 p.m., we had very few politicians who are here. And right now, what you can see, I have seen enough of them who have stepped in. I can see some of the governors. Earlier on, I saw Governor Charity Ngilu. I can see Governor Wycliffe Wangamati is here. Enough politicians who have stayed. I'm seeing Babu Owino, I'm seeing Esther Passaris. And on this other side, the Kenya Kwanza coalition, of course, I can see the likes of Kina Kindiki Kithure, Kina Kipchumba Murkomen are here. I am seeing Jaguar, the MP, former Starehe MP. Enough of these leaders are here. I'm seeing UDA's Secretary General who are here. And of course, what we are waiting for is Wafula Chebukati and his team, the commissioners, to give us the rest of the 43 constituencies. And after that, we'll go quickly to Form 34D, that will be C, that will be presented. And later on, we are expecting that this exercise will come to a conclusion earlier on Monday morning. I keep losing track of time because we've been here for so many hours. And so, Ben and Winnie, what we are experiencing here is some quiet. We have not heard scuffles like we experienced yesterday night. The place has been quite quiet, and this has allowed the officials, IBC officials, to carry out their responsibilities and duties quite fast, unlike what we saw all the way from Wednesday until yesterday on Sunday. And so, this is the reason, because it's been quiet. It's been quiet throughout the whole night, and we are now expecting to see this process coming to a conclusion. Remember, IEBC has 7 days to present the winner of 2022 presidential election, and that deadline is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. And so there's still time for that. However, Wafula Chebukati had indicated that he would want this process to come to a conclusion as first. However, it has taken longer than expected because of what I had told you earlier: the transparency, the credibility, the accountability, openness, and verifiable. And the process, that is why that process has taken that long hours. Nobody is leaving this place. The people we were with since yesterday, I've been seeing them crisscrossing here and just waiting for the right moment before we can know the next step. And so at the middle, my camera person is just showing you the many files, the many hours that these officers have had to put both all the agents of the parties involved and, of course, the IBC officials. These are tired officers who have been serving this desk for the last 5 days, alternating, not sleeping, and alternating between officers, and this desk have not been empty as this. And what we are seeing here is hope that finally this exercise will come to a conclusion. Also ourselves, we've been quite tired and waiting for this process to come to a conclusion. And I was speaking earlier on to some of the lawyers, and they were saying this process, the reason why the IBC Commission is taking its time is because if they're going to go to Supreme Court, they will say they followed the due process that they were told to follow in the 2017 ruling, where Chief Justice David Maraga with the rest of the judges nullified the election, the 2017 election that Uhuru Kenyatta, the president, then had won, and there was a repeat election, of course, which he won because NASA didn't go to that particular vote. And so the process has been very tedious. You could tell the officers, most of the officers that we met here yesterday, some of us went home and rested for at least 3 hours or so. Some of these officers and some of these party agents, we left them here. We've been seeing them. They've been camping in this particular place, just sleeping on the floor and waiting for the process to come to a conclusion. These people could not leave their desk throughout the exercises. Even the party agents, they had to have their clerks. They had to exchange their clerks. One would sleep for 2 or 3 hours, and then they would come back to their tables because they cannot leave their tables. Why? Because when they are verifying this report, what was happening is that they were looking at Form 34A, which is the supreme form and what is the final tally of the votes that were counted at the polling stations. And so they were verifying them with Form 34B, and you cannot leave your station because if there is any anomaly, that was rectified before it was uploaded. And so they couldn't leave their desk. It's been a long